Hi guys, happy holidays. I'm just going to do really fast. Best books I read in 2017. So one of my favorite books that I read this year was Katie Ruggles' Gone Too Deep. I loved this book. Gave this 5 out of 5. This is book 3 of a series, but it's a companion series, so I think you can read them out of order. But I love this. I love the plot. I love the romance. I love how it was slow burn. The action was great. I would definitely recommend this book. And then I read Held Against You. This wasn't exactly 5 stars, but I did love like a good 99.9% of this book. I just had a problem with the ending, but still, great book. I would definitely recommend it. It's a great bounty hunter, loves victim type book. And then, of course, both Outlander books that I read this year, so The Fiery Cross and A Breath of Snow and Ashes, were great. I prefer A Breath of Snow and Ashes, but The Fiery Cross was astonishing. Obviously, all these books are 5 out of 5, besides Held Against You, that was 4.75. Full of Outlander, I would definitely recommend the series. I cannot wait to continue on with book 7. And then I read Magic Fire and The Eternal Enemy. Christopher Pike's a really great sci-fi author. I would definitely recommend him. He's great at building planets and universes and cyborgs, which, yes, I love The Eternal Enemy. I would definitely recommend him. These are amazing, great books. And then I read Geralds Game. I loved this book. I watched a movie that was great too. I definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix. I love this book. It was really fast paced. I just loved everything about this book. It was great. Great action, great suspense. This is a really great psychological suspense novel. I would definitely recommend this. And then I read Fallen. Basically read the whole Fallen series this year. So Fallen, Torment, Rapture, Fallen, and Love. Wait, Fallen, Torment, Passion, Fallen, and Love, then Rapture, and then Unforgiven. I read all those books this year, so I would definitely recommend this whole series. I loved it. I loved it. I watched the movie 4 times. I definitely want to reread this series soon. I love it so much. And then Twilight, obviously. So I know I'm a twihard. So I read the director's notebook and I loved it. It was great. It was all behind the scenes about how they shot certain scenes and what the actors thought and how they did casting and everything. I loved it. I didn't know how much work went into making the movie, but definitely glad I read this. And then Nightlight was hilarious. I was literally laughing out loud, and it never happens to me. It's a short book, but I would give this 5 out of 5. I would definitely read more books by this author or company, I guess. And then, of course, I read Twilight. This is a 5 out of 5. I love it. I love it. I love it. It was even better the second time around, and I cannot wait to continue on the series. And then I'm reading Life and Death right now. I'm like roughly 100 pages or so in, and I'm loving it. It's gender swap version of Twilight, so Bella is male named Bu, and Edward is Edith. I would definitely recommend this. It's an interesting take on the first book. And my final book that I read this year that I loved is obviously Bestseller by Christopher Knight. It's like Gerald's Game with psychological suspense, but I read this in 2 days. I was addicted. It's about it's also signed. It's about a literary agent who goes to upper part of Michigan, woo, representing that state, woo, to read manuscripts, and she is stalked by a deranged would-be author, Gerald Morgan, and it just gets great from there. Oh, this was a great 2-day book. But yeah, those are all the books that I read. Well, that I read and loved in the year of 2017. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and I hope you guys have a good holiday. So yeah, bye.